Hi and welcome back to the Rideshare Buddy UK YouTube channel. My name's Kevin, and today I'm going to do a bit of an update on the car and walk through the WeFlex financing procedure. So I've had a couple of people ask, so we'll just do a quick walkthrough of that. But at the moment it's 9:15. I'm on my way to Pembroke for a morning pickup, well, mid-morning pickup, 11 o'clock, coming up to Cardiff Airport and OTS. I'm then going to patch around Cardiff for maybe 2.5 hours, and then I have to shoot up to Bath to pick up another OTS job down into Cardiff, and then we'll cut it today at that. So far this Pembroke to Cardiff Airport I think is paying about £130, and the Bath to Cardiff is paying 83. So I've got about 210 in the bank already, and we'll patch around Cardiff and try and pick up a bit of work on Uber. So with regards to car, the new one, it's booked in for Monday for its taxi MOT, so that's going to cost £50. I have to go down and collect the car from WeFlex on Friday, so that's another £48 spent on rail fare one way to get down to London. It's proving to be a lot more costly than I thought, but that's just startup costs. You know, it's so much easier and cheaper to go out and rent a fully maintained car, but there's none available, so I've had to go for rent to buy. So that's going to be done. So I've got quite a lot of work on Saturday, so on Sunday I might film the reveal video. Even though it hasn't got a plate, it will get plated. I'll do the review video on Sunday and you can see what sort of car I've gone for. Now it's a 71 plate, so 3 years old. It's got 32,000 miles on the clock. So it sounds to me as though these have been bought off fleet. So a fleet lease, 3-year lease has come to an end, and they bought the cars up on bulk. That's what it sounds like to me. 32,000 miles is nothing over 3 years. 10,000 miles a year, just over. So I'm very happy with that. I expect it to be pretty much okay. But we'll see when I pick it up on Friday, and we'll run back. I've signed up for Tesla Supercharger. That's probably going to be my main base for charging up. Petrol prices has gone up again, so my price per mile on fuel in the hybrid is about 12 pence. Now Celtic Manor Tesla charger, I've just taken on the membership, is paying 38p kilowatt hour, and the car I'm going for should do 4 miles per kilowatt. So fuel wise it's going to be cheaper than a hybrid, especially now that petrol prices are going back up. I've just got to hope electricity prices don't go crazy again, because a lot of the chargers around where I live I'm just not going to use. The cheapest on a overnightish sort of slow charge, 7 kilowatt, is 50p kilowatt hour. Too expensive. So let's get on to the WeFlex financing. Very simple, very easy, very quick. Surprisingly how quick it was. It is a high pressure sales environment, so be warned about that. I just act dumb and I slow things right down by being dumb, and that gives you time to think, and it frustrates a salesman rather than frustrating you. So take control and slow things down. But what you'll need to take with you if you want to sign the deal is you'll probably hire the badge and the paper copy. You'll need your driving license, and you'll need the phone with your banking app on. What will happen is they'll do a soft credit check from your details, and then what they'll use is a Connect Me app, which is a financial connection app, to do an affordability test. And the user Connect Me app to access your bank account. They can't see the details on the bank account, but what the app will tell them is how much money a month is going into your account and how much money a month is going out of your account. So then they can figure out whether you've got the financing, that free capital or that free income to pay for the car. If that passes, you sign away. Very simple, very quick. So there's no full-on credit check, there's no sitting around waiting. It's done very much instantaneously. Soft credit check to make sure you are who you are and there's no CCJs and the like, and then an affordability test, and then just look at your bank income and your bank outgoings, and as long as there's enough gap there to meet your living costs and pay for the car, you've got it. If you want to take their insurance out, most of them are £70 a week, and I think that's a fairly good deal. I've got my documents sent to me already, so I'm going to get some insurance quotes, but I imagine it's going to be a whole lot more than £70 a week, because I don't have full no claims, and I don't have the years left of work to get that full no claims to make it worthwhile going for. So in London, if you're in London, the car comes PCO'd already. It has the plate. If you're outside London, it doesn't. You have to plate it yourself. Now, to ensure that you plate it, you have to pay £350 deposit. That is refundable once you've sent them evidence that the car's been plated. I assume, because I did check it previously, they will plate the car for you outside London, but they charge £350 for it. So I assume if you don't plate the car fairly pronto, they'll do it for you and they'll keep the £350. So it's far cheaper for you to do it yourself and get that money back. In Newport, because the car is under 5 years old, it's £183 a year the plate is, and £50 for the test. So you've got to take that into account. Regarding the car, different types of car has different levels of deposit, so it will depend on what car you've got, and they'll take the deposit there and then, and your car's secured. Now, if you're going to plate it yourself, you can't take the car away. They will email you all the documents that you need, the V5, insurance and everything, and you'll get that either same day or next day. And then once you apply for your plate and you have a date for your vehicle test, you contact them and they'll arrange for a pickup 48 hours before the plate itself is due. So once you've got your date, let them know and they'll do an induction for you to come down and collect the car keys. So I'm going down on Friday to collect the car. And then lunchtime Monday, it goes in for its test, and then normally takes about 4 or 5 days for the council to issue the plates. So hopefully next weekend I might be in the new one. That'll be interesting if I do. So I'm being a bit careful as to what jobs I take now from OTS, because I've got to think about mileage. I don't want to go too far on mileage until I figure out how the car actually works and handles and what sort of real world mileage I'm getting. So I'm very looking forward to it. I've had a few sleepless nights because thinking whether I've done the right thing or not going electric. But we won't know until we try. We got the Tesla supercharger network almost at my doorstep, only about 5 minutes drive away. I noticed that there's a Tesla, if I do Heathrow, there's a good Tesla one at Reading, which is cheap. Their peak time charge rates are 38p peak time and something like 24p off peak, so that's dirt cheap. So that'd be a good one to stop off at after I've dropped off or picked up at Heathrow Airport to get that cheap top up. There's also Tesla supercharger station in Carmarthen. So that's a good option for when I've got these cardigan bay runs, or maybe Tenby bay runs. It's only a little bit out of the way, only by a few miles, so I've got an option there to go in and do a rapid charge. So I think I'll be able to avoid most of the very expensive chargers, those charging 65, 70, 80p, even 90p a kilowatt hour. There are some lower chargers for overnights, but most of them, Dragon seems to have the monopoly around. They're paying 50p kilowatt hour for overnight charging. I'm not paying that. There is a Tesco 7 kilowatt slow charger, which is 35p a kilowatt hour. So that's an option, but that's again very slow. But if I go shopping there, then I can use it and top it up while I shop. But overall, I'm really excited, nervous. I've been interested to see how it goes and whether I can do long distance work in an EV. Follow my adventures. If you're wondering about whether an EV can be used for long distance stuff, like, subscribe and follow, and we'll find out what happens. So that's it. Until next time, thank you for watching. Happy driving, and go out and make that profit.